Hello everyone, Praise Good here, and this is it for the main stuff. Final episode of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I didn't think I would finish actually all of this over the course of effectively 2 weeks, but here we are. Even though for you guys it's more like 3 weeks, but whatever. So today, I'm going to use the two characters that I main the most when I play this game. Excuse me. Also, still fighting that cold, so the commentary might be a little shoddy at times here. So we're getting to Wave 6. So with Wave 6 DLC, they hit us when they were announcing it. They were showing off courses, but then they had to show off the characters, and we thought it was just going to be one character because there was just one slot open. And we all kind of figured, okay, well, if it's not Rob or Queen Bee, it's probably going to be Pauline, which they did hit us with. And then they put out Diddy Kong. And then they threw Fun Kong on stage. And everyone's like, oh god, they're hitting us with the big one. And people be like, oh wait, we're still one off. What's going to be the last one? Oh, last one's got to be Rob, right? And then they showed Peachette and everybody's like, I don't really want this game. Okay, I'm kidding. It wasn't that bad. Anyway. So for one of the first two mains I'm going to do, Shy Guy. Again, Shy Guy has colors. You can mix and match and go crazy with it. I pick White Shy Guy a lot. Just because it reminds me how in Yoshi's story, if you found White Shy Guy, you basically found the one-up of the game. Anyway. I think a lot of this is... Yeah, actually, I actually don't have any recollection of Madrid, but I think these last courses we're going to be going on today, probably the best of the best that were introduced in the game. Or introduced in any Mario Kart game, remake or tour or whatnot. Excuse me. So, I did kind of say this whole series was kind of a whole reflection. Oh, Berlin. I forgot it was Berlin to start with. I was looking at the courses I was more familiar with and getting excited about those, and I forgot, oh yeah, there's two courses we have to go through. So, But yeah, like I've been saying throughout the series, this whole series has actually been kind of a walk through my content creation life. And again, a bit of a send-off to Mario Kart 8 as a whole because this is it. Like, I mean, it's been it for like the last 3 years at least, but this has been it for Mario Kart. We haven't had any other Mario Karts really to speak of. And this Mario Kart title has been around for almost the entirety of my content creation career. Okay, I'm gonna need some of y'all to clear it out. Oh, do I? I don't think I want to be down here. I'm not slowed down, thankfully, but I don't think I want to be down here. Oh, I was a mushroom that I was holding the whole time. I don't know what I saw. Yeah, I've only raced in this track once, and it was the other night, and of course it was in the tournament, and I was not on my A game during that tournament because it was pretty much at the end, so I was struggling, baby. Apparently, I just don't get items. I don't know which way I'm going. I'm going to follow the cars and hope. Okay, we're taking a shortcut through here. Got it. There is no shortcut. Actually, there is a shortcut right there. Not a really good shortcut, but it is a shortcut. Oh, I'm in first now. Oh, no, I'm in first now. But, yeah, it is... I don't know. I wouldn't lie as saying, like, you know... There's a lot of games I've played for you guys that, you know, has the sentimental value of, oh, it's kind of like the end of an era for me. So like I will still get over it in time. Oh boy. I will still get over it in time. Of course. I will get over it in time, the fact that I'm kind of sending off this game that's been a big part of my life, but like in the moment right now, it is very sentimental just to be like, oh yeah, this game that's basically been, oh, I've known so many people in my, I don't know why I did that. I thought it was the last lap. Problem when I have played Mario Kart for too long in a row. Oh, you could trick. Yeah, you could trick off of these guys. You could trick off these thwomps. Or, God, Thwomp and Thwomp, they're interchangeable. You could trick off of them. But yeah, it just kind of, I don't know. It does hit my heartstrings, but it's like I basically now get to, minus the bonus steps I'm going to do in a minute or a little bit after this. It just kind of targets my heartstrings to be like, okay, well, I'm now seeing off the game that's been part of so much of my life and has introduced me to so many people that I have worked with and continue to, and friends with and all that stuff to this day. It just kind of hits that, that soft spot close to home for me, so. I don't know. Might be a little bit of a somber send-off while I go through most of this here. But also because I don't really have much else to talk about. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know. Might get a little dour at times. Might talk about the future. We'll see what happens, depending upon if I'm going to fish for things to talk about. Peach Gardens. Tourify, so you'll find out what that means in due time. But it's kind of hard to think about that the next Mario Kart again. I don't know if they're going to call it Mario Kart 9. At time of recording, we're going to find out what it is in like 36 hours. More than likely with the Switch 2 event. Switch 2 unveiling thing. You're talking about that system. But it is still bittersweet to basically, or with Mario Kart 9, like, I don't know if Mario Kart 9 is going to kind of start off a new chapter of life where, I don't know if Mario Kart 9 will start off a new chapter of life for me where it's just like, oh, I'm going to like work on these things, or I'm going to start doing these things, or if something happens and with me and my goals and dreams I have aspired, and, you know, content creation is no longer on my mind anymore. I don't know if that's going to happen when Mario Kart 9 rolls around. At least as of right now recording, I don't think it's going to be the case. Sod off. I don't think it's going to be the case at this point in time, but I would like to be proven wrong. I'd like to be proven wrong that about me thinking I'll stop the content creation grind. I don't know. I feel like I would like to, you know, kind of one of my desires. This is just one talking specifically about content creation, by the way. I kind of feel like one of the things I want to aspire to be now is, I don't necessarily want to be known as one of the big names in content creation necessarily. It'd be nice to be known so I can actually do this thing full time instead of a second full-time job and have it be my only full-time job. Anyway, Tourified moment. At this point, you're actually just going to hang a hard left, and we're going to go through some of the course backwards instead. But yeah, I would like to... I don't know about necessarily being like the most well-known content creator. I mean, let's be honest. I'm talking over a video game while I play it. Not exactly the most hard-hitting bit of content produced on this platform. But I don't think I want to be known specifically as the most well-known content creator. I think I just want to be known mostly... I want to be known as one of the longest-running content creators, if anything. One of the people who has consistently made content on this platform. Consistently and long-running content creators. Like, you know, I like to be known as that guy who, you know, a few years from now, it's just like, oh yeah, that Pro Scooter guy, yeah, he's been putting out a video every single day for the last 20 years without fail. Sometimes two a day. I think I would like to have that as that albatross around my neck, going forward in the future. But who knows? No one knows what the future is for certain. Being a little morose. Sorry about that. I use my hands to talk sometimes, and I keep forgetting there's a pop filter in my way. Being a little morose, who knows if that will fully be the case. Something could happen to me, and I don't even make it to 40. I like how I talk about this while we're on what is effectively Christmas. Good job, me. Actually, kind of ironic. I think this last wave released around Christmas time too, so this track was oddly fitting. But anyway, so I guess that, again, you know, that is kind of the goal and the dream I have at this point now going forward, is that I would like to have that hanging around me. It's just like, I want to be the guy known I want to be the guy that's known for doing this the longest without taking breaks or cutting it off. But the future will hit us all with... God damn it. The future will hit us all with surprises at some point. We don't know. We really don't know what's going to happen with us in the moment. We can make plans, of course. Yes, make plans. Make plans to do whatever makes you happy. But understand that at some points, you're going to have to cut those plans short. I mean, to pull that all back into what I kind of started talking with here, sort of, is when I initially, oh, thank God. Like, when I initially started doing content creation, one of the things I wanted to do was I wanted to be the guy. I wanted to be one of those well-known guys right out the gate. I had very little, and I do mean very little. I had very little reservations about, oh, I thought I was getting another item, damn it. I had very little reservations about being humble about this kind of stuff. Go away. I had very little reservations about myself and trying to be humble before getting to the point of being well-known. And I did kind of try and push this whole content creation thing to be my job a little too hard, a little too fast. But it has been so far and trust me, this is where it all comes back together. It has been so ingrained in me and so much a part of my life, both Mario Kart 8 and content creation, that without one or the other, like, something will probably feel a little hollow without one or the other going forward. Or both, really. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna get hit by a blue shell anyway, so I might as well go whole hog, right? I almost hit that one. Wow, okay, that's a kind of a photo finish there, as long as someone doesn't scoop up underneath me. I thought that green shell was someone scooping up underneath me. So it is a little... Yeah, it is very much a somber moment to think about, just like... One thing that has kind of been synonymous with my travel through content creation is I'm kind of... Me as a person, I'm effectively saying, nope, this is it. Stake in the ground. It's over. That's also the beautiful thing about, you know, having games, and for a selfish thing for myself, because I'm one of those people, about having games physically, it's like, there's nothing stopping you from going back and reliving something. Like, as long as Nintendo doesn't find a way to shelve the DLC you've already downloaded onto your system, there's nothing really stopping you from reliving Mario Kart. And at the same time, like, if you're somebody in the future who stumbles across me after I'm done with content creation, or you stumble across me and I'm still doing it, it's like, what was it like? You know, you can revisit everything I've done and everything I may still do. Also, before I continue on this very dour subject, best Rainbow Road in the game. Best Rainbow Road ever made. You can argue it's going to be the one we're going to see at the end here, or at the end of everything, but no, it's this one. But yeah, like, there's nothing really stopping you or any of us, like, going back to reliving your memories. I mean, that's kind of why I still, you know, I still try and play games that look like pixelated, or go back to these games that are from yester eon and still playing for you guys today. I saw that blue shell, damn it. Okay, well, maybe it won't matter too much. Actually, it will. There's been enough time has passed. I don't have enough speed to get the boost off of this. Oh, I got off that one, though. I'm just going to start throwing shells out. I do not care. Ironic. My own green shell took out my red shell. That was going to be my bargaining chip. I'm a little mad. Little salty, baby. But yeah, there is nothing stopping you from reliving your past games. Again, like I'm repeating. There's no... Like, I play these old games for you guys. There's nothing really stopping you from going back and watching any of the old stuff I've done to relive those memories of what I've done. Hell, even if it happens in the future... Even if it happens in the future for some reason that I... Oh, I gotta finish fast. Hold on. Lock in, lock in. Locked in. There is nothing stopping you from, like, revisiting anything I've done. Like, I save everything I do locally on a hard drive bay. Like, I store everything locally, so I have everything I've done locally, so I can do whatever I want with it. For some reason, if the YouTube eventually dies, if or when it eventually dies, and we get another media sharing platform of this caliber, or this channel just full out dies for some reason, and I'm stopped with content creation, but it's like, nah, I want those memories still to be out there. I can literally take everything I've done in the last 16 years, because I've saved everything. I can take everything I've done in the last 16 years, pop that sucker right back up, like nothing happened. So I should have probably saved this for the other half of this video and not this first half of the video. Tunnel vision. It happened to me. Good finisher. But maybe I'll have some other things I can talk about in the back half. Maybe I could actually talk about like things I would like to do in the future. Actually, like talk about plans. I should have probably saved this for my anniversary for my 16th anniversary video, but I think this series may just become my anniversary video because 16 is not really a number to celebrate, let's be honest. 20 would be, yes, not 16. Anyway, what's my other main? So we have played a lot of characters, 23 characters at this point. So what is my actual main? What do you think of my actual main in this list? We haven't played it yet. We've been right next door to it. This is my main character and my main Kart combo. This is who I play as always. If Goomba was available, it would be Goomba, but it's Koopa Troopa. So let's round it out. As for the future, while I look towards... I'm just going to call it Mario Kart 9. As I look towards the future with Mario Kart 9, and the journey that... Maybe I'll go on that. And Mario Kart 9 probably won't be another 10, 11 year endeavor, let's be honest. It won't be another 11 years of one Mario Kart game, let's be real with each other here. But the next 5 years that Mario Kart 9 will probably give us at least, what do I see myself with in that? What I would want to see myself in? I would like to pick up and start learning Japanese, and I think I may actually... There's a handful of resources I think I can use online. I would like to do like actual in-person learning for it though. But I think there is at least online courses I can use for that I'll probably start exploring at some point in the very near future. Like, that's the big thing, is I want to learn Japanese, and shortly following that, I want to get back to learning Spanish. I would like to get myself to a point to be trilingual. And yes, you know, I'm closing on the number 40 right now in terms of age, so doing something like that when you're around that age, not exactly a smart thing to do that late in life, but better late than never. It's a free program, so I would mess around with it, but something else I want to do is I would like to learn Blender. Like, either to make 3D models, or to take existing models and make animations with them. Like, I would like to try my hand at even though it's not traditional hand-drawn animation, I would like to start learning animation, and start having fun with that front. And as I've talked about with other people I know at least one artist, and I know at least one animator. So I've got people in my corner that can kind of give me what I need to know to get the basis started, and to just let my brain wander from there. And oh, it's not the last lap, shoot. And at some point in all this life of mine, I don't know how soon it would be, or if I'd have anybody that'd be dealing with the fact that I would coming over with no savings or whatnot, but I would like to try my best to move closer to some of my internet friends. It would probably be something me moving closer to the West Coast. And hell, it may even be me moving, of all places, it may be having me move closer to one of my friends who lives in the arid area of the United States, and I'd move to somewhere in Nevada. I don't know, that's I don't know, mental wants and wishes. That's kind of the roadmap I've got going on for me. Whether I'll actually act upon it and do it is another thing entirely, because I do have this very big problem where, despite the fact that I say things I want to do, I'm very lazy and don't actually act upon them. It's case in point. Why this track? Why did they bring back this track from 7? No one liked this track. Despite the fact that I am now at the point where I'm healthy for the first time, it took me 12 years to finally get to a point for my brain to be like, okay, I'm tired of being fat. So like, despite me having goals, wants, and desires, there's a lot of time where my drive to start doing that stuff just does not exist. So there are many times where like, yeah, I could do this cool thing, but do I really want to? And then I proceed to sit around and stare at a television or stream or something of that matter for sit around at a stream, something to watch online, various things of that sort. You know, I'll do that. And this process is a always repeating process that goes on for several weeks, months, and years. I'm surprised that worked. Hold this. I just hit Metal Mario twice. I might be a little mean. But regardless of what actually happens with me and my dreams and goals and aspirations, I think the fact that I'm still here making content for you guys, you should kind of paint the picture that you should never give up on things you enjoy doing. Like, granted, you are going to have to reel yourself in and make yourself realize, no, you can't do the same thing forever if you don't have a way to support yourself monetarily and stay alive. That's what I did during the first 3-4 years of content creation. 100 subscribers, I can live off of $3 a month. You have to be a realist with yourself sometimes, but never stop chasing what makes you happy. I missed that mushroom. I'm upset. Never stop chasing what makes you happy or what gives you drive. Again, you know, the fact that I'm still sitting here in front of you, doing this thing I'm doing, is kind of testament to that philosophy, really. I'm not gonna make that, dang it. So, and my apologies if I kind of like, you know, this is supposed to be this grand series, and like the video before this was really special. The video after this will hopefully be will be more amped up and have a lot more fire going on it because it's going to be the battle mode. But I really do hope that whatever I do, whatever capacity that might be, I mean, the thing I forgot to mention, what I would like to do is, again, I would like to become a voice actor. Even if it's just an extra, I would like to get into voice acting. But no matter where I find myself going to in the future, or where you find yourself in the future, if you're someone who watches this video, I kind of hope that the message I'm relaying to you very much emphasizes the point of just keep trying and do keep dreaming. Be honest with yourself at times and understand that you can't do the same thing hoping things will change for the better because you wanted to. Sometimes you're gonna have to compromise. I don't very much enjoy working 40 to 60 hours a week in a warehouse. Some of those days driving forklift, but sometimes you gotta realize you gotta compromise until your dream actually becomes a reality. And sometimes you gotta have to put in that long work and those extra hours. Hell, after 16 years of doing this, I think only within the last only within the last 2 years have I become somebody that's known as oh yeah, that guy that sometimes pops up in this person's stuff. Okay, I think I've only just now become that level of notoriety. Even then, that's a stretch to say it's that much. Anyway, there's a path on the left that's arguably a little bit faster, but you need a mushroom for it because it's a dirt path. But yeah, Bowser Castle 3. This is probably oddly enough like a carryover from Mario Kart Super Circuit, the GBA one. This is probably one of those courses that was a carryover from that game, that kind of shocked everybody with how wildly imaginative it became at the end of it all. Like, this is probably the most creativity in a kart, taken from a flat 2D plane to what it is outside of Ribbon Road. And I didn't ride the ramparts that time, so I don't get extra goodies. Also gonna hear this awesome... I get to hear this awesome remix. Oh, hey, I lost my bomb. I don't know if it's on the track or not, but I lost it. I think it was on the track because I just saw Mario blow up. Metal Mario. Excuse me. Gotta be correct about this. There we go. Back up to full speed already. Actually, this is supposed to be the Bowser kind of a remix of the Bowser fight from Mario World, isn't it? I think it is. I'm just kind of stupid. Ah, I missed the rampart movement again. Damn it. Oh well. I have a super horn. I think I'm effectively untouchable at the last leg of this. I'll shut up now. Yeah, I hope that the message I put forth in this one last finale video, that is, other than the battle mode, is, because I'm going to treat the bonus battle mode videos as nothing. I hope this video that is effectively a send-off to Mario Kart 8 as a whole does help you, if you're someone, I guess no matter what age, if you're, whoever you are, kind of helps put a point home or drive something home for you that kind of says, I can do whatever I want in life, I just have to make sure I push for it. And hell, some of the people, and some of my friends I've talked about, some of you I haven't talked about, but we know each other. My apologies to those folk, but here's the part where I'm going to cry over a goddamn video game, by the way. While I play the hypest of Rainbow Road. It's not the best, but the hypest. I do hope that our time together, no matter how much or how little we've talked, I hope our time together in this content creation space and platform has something special to you guys too. It's not very often in a life or a lifetime that some invention like the internet and the phenomenon that is Let's Plays comes along, and content creation as a whole comes along, that lets you meet people from different states, countries, nationalities, languages, the whole goddamn gamut. We're in a lifetime where we get to share these experiences all through a medium of our choosing, but in this instance, video games. Like, that is something special that nobody else should be able to take away from you, that time we've shared together. Oh, I hear the blue shell. Damn it! Oh, thank you for saving me, Lightning Daddy. Dear God. They want me dead for trying to get sappy. Help. And whether we call it... And... God damn it. I'm going to burn up a stratosphere really quick while I try and make this stinger point. Yeah, maybe I'll try and remember what I'm going to say while I try and focus here, because I want to try and flawless this last video here. Let me just focus up like it here. Like, this is a lot. Like, this is, again, I'm not that good at. Oh, God damn it! I'm not that good at this. I'm not that good at the Wii tracks, but I am going to try my damnedest to give you a perfect gold trophy on this final video. As I drive into the first banana I see. Good job, me. Get it, Yoshi. What did you hit? Boost me, please. Okay, now I gotta actually gotta try hard. Hold on. Now I gotta actually try hard, super hard. I was hoping to get leisurely the last little bit, but not today. I hope you can dodge all that. But anyway. Now we're at the last lap, and unless a blue shell comes along last second, I can finish this slot up. Yeah, let me continue focusing up here for just a minute, because it's not the end. I still have the replay I can use as a segue too. And that is hands off the controller, baby. At least the last two cups are a perfect record. Anyway, let's all continue. Let's go back to being Zappy. So whether you're somebody that knows me as a friend, if we're just acquaintances, or, oh yeah, that guy, or if you are somebody that watches what I do and feel like you can call me friend, thank you for your time. Like, really, honestly, thank you for giving me your time, and I thank you for giving me yours. Again, we're in this weird phenomenon time where we can share all of this together because of 2 miraculous inventions. Well, 7, but 2 primarily. And we'll see if anything else happens after this, but hopefully we get credits, because I don't want to have to try and go... Okay, we do get credits. So again, thank you all so much for your time. Truly, thank you. And as the final credits roll on the main portion of this game, I will let you enjoy them and see who made all this stuff. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow for the battle mode, and beyond that, only the future will tell. I'll see you folks next time. Take care.